Hi, I'm Tom. This is Lucy, and this is Kitty Help Desk. So today, Miss Lucy and I are going to show you how to pet a cat. Right, Miss Lucy? So my recommendation is always, especially with a cat that you don't know, is to offer the knuckles of a closed hand to them and let them decide whether they want to be petted or not by touching them. I don't know if you can see. Oh, Miss Lucy says yes. So asking for consent is a big deal. It's not something we humans tend to think of. First off, with our pets, we kind of have this default position that we think of them as objects that we own. And that's really not fair to them because cats in particular are highly autonomous and they really enjoy making their own choices and having agency in their lives. So with Miss Lucy here, Miss Lucy likes to be petted all the way down her back like this. And I know that because when I do it, she purrs, and she's purring right now. You probably can't hear it on the mic, but she's purring right now because she's enjoying this and her tail is moving, and now she's going to relax on the table because she likes it. See, her ears are up. Everything is good. She also likes to be patted like this, and I'm not sure how that came to be, but on her hind quarter here, she really likes that. And see her tail go up? She's telling me, yo, yeah, see the tail, if the tail vibrates like that, that's excitement. So she really, oh yes, she really likes that. So it just depends on the cat. Most cats really like to be petted around their face here, around, underneath their face. And you have to kind of think about it the way that the cat sees us. Your cat knows that you're a lot bigger than they are, and they know that you really are in the world as a potential predator. So when you come at your cat with an open hand like this, that can really be threatening. Whereas if you come at them with a closed knuckle like this, hey Lucy, oh yes, we'd like to be petted. You give them a choice. You don't just be like, oh, I'm just going to go over here and pet you no matter what you say. You say, would you like to be petted? Yes, we'd like to be petted. And she will show me she would like to be petted on the face like that. Oh, that feels good. And then if she starts to get a little anxious, you'll see her back start to ripple or her tail will start to thrash to tell me that, okay, I've had enough. Because cats don't really like long duration of contact. The only time they like that is when it's not active contact, it's passive contact. So if I were laying here like this, so she didn't like that. So she turned and meowed at me and she's out of here. That's the clearest communication, right? Cats generally like passive contact more than active contact. It's why in a lot of cases they'll lay against your legs down below your knee where you can't, like if you're sitting back and you get your legs up, they'll lay against your legs down there where you can't quite reach them because they know if they sit close enough for you to reach them, out of kind of just excess energy or fidgeting, we'll reach and pet them 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 until it's just too much. And we just don't read the signs that tell us that they are, becoming unhappy about it. We can overstimulate them very quickly. So what you want to pay attention to is the ear position. If the ears stay up, you're fine. If the ears start to pivot like horizontally off to the side, then really whatever you're doing, you should stop it. If the back, like I said before, if the back muscles start to ripple or if their tail starts to thrash about more and more, those are all warning signs. The cat is trying to communicate to you, okay, that's enough, that's enough, that's enough. But if we don't read that communication, they will do one of two things. In some cases, cats will turn and bite you because they're like, I have told you and told you, and you are just not listening. How about you listen to this? Because they know that's sort of a last resort, that you humans in the past have proven to them that that is something we'll respond to, biting. So they will turn and snap at you. In a lot of cases, not hard, but just enough to get your attention to be like, cut it out. The other thing they'll do is like Miss Lucy just like take off, get out of there, because it just becomes overwhelming to them. They had much rather lounge nearby. And like I said, maybe in contact with you, maybe not. It depends on the cat. But it's important to give them the choice and not feel like you should be able to do whatever you want with them. You certainly shouldn't pick them up. I usually counsel people to never pick up their cats, but some cats will accept it. Miss Lucy likes to lay on my shoulder because as a kitten, I would often carry her around like that because I could do something with my other hand while she would sometimes sleep on my shoulder there. So now to this day, she feels very comfortable there. Now she doesn't always feel comfortable getting there because if you think about it, all their weight is on a couple of points, and a lot of people don't really know how to pick them up. Might pick them up around their belly, which is really uncomfortable. You really, if they do allow you to pick them up, you want to pick them up under their bottom, under their feet, and support them like you would an infant under their bottom. But in most cases, I really feel like it's better not to pick up cats because when you pick up a cat, you're taking away most of their freedom. And that's, for an animal like that, it's just not a positive experience for them to have their freedoms removed from them sort of forcibly. Now, Mina, Mina likes to jump up and climb on my back, and she's done that in some of these videos. I don't recall actually how that began, but at some point we started calling that going for a ride. So I'd say, do you want to go for a ride? And I would lean over and she would jump over on top of me. That's kind of a different situation because she's still in charge. She gets to choose if she jumps up there or not. And she will let me know by she'll kind of bat my ear or she'll kind of nip at me if she's been up there too long and she wants to come down. And I'll lean over at a table or something and she'll jump down. And we've developed a shorthand of communication about it. She knows what to expect. I know what to expect, and everybody's happy about it. That's very different from like scooping a cat up and carrying them around the house and they're struggling to get free. They really don't like being held and hugged, like squeezed. That feels a lot like an attack, it's really going to trigger them in a lot of cases to feel like they might die. It feels like a physical attack. So, even if you like to do that, and I get it, people are very different from cats. We like extended contact. We like lengthy contact and very close embraces and things like that. So we may like those things, but we don't have to do them all the time. In fact, I do occasionally, here's full disclosure, okay? I do occasionally give Mina a hug, but when I do it, she's on this table and she will be standing here and I'll say, do you want a big hug? And she will walk closer, and just that movement towards me is all I need to know. I will put my hand around her and I'll just lean my head into her side. And that's all it is. It's not grasping her. She's not restricted in her movement. If she wanted to jump and run away, she could, but she enjoys it. And every time I do it, she starts purring. And for some reason, she enjoys that, but I'm not grabbing her and like squeezing her to my chest, the way we would think of a hug being. It's more of a from the side. And, that's something you can apply to almost all cats. Most cats will appreciate an approach from the side more than an approach head on, because a head on approach feels more like an attack. An open hand looks more like an extended claw. This looks like a relaxed paw. So these little things add up to de-stress your cat's life and improve your relationship with them. So thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Thanks. Bye.